Hello, welcome to a new unboxing. Today it's more or less a giant model, well, not exactly a giant model, but this is a new model from Zhan. Okay, this is a Tarantula X6. Okay, some months ago I reviewed their micro quadcopter side, the X4, which is more or less Epson X4 clone. So today it's more larger model. So as you can see on the pictures, taking the shape, at least the head of this spider, this tarantula. So, and as you can see, you have some option to welcome a camera up to 5 megapixel. So today this review is dedicated to the model without any camera, but still have the camera mount, so you can at least have an idea what you will need. So what you will find in this huge box, okay, the quadcopter itself. So here is a quadcopter, so very large, okay, something in diagonal. It's well, if I can measure the at least the half diagonals, so it will be something like 30 centimeters, okay, at least. And you will, yes, it's more than 30 centimeters. So it's close to 310 millimeters size. So it's quite large. Okay. So the canopy itself, it's built with plastic. It's an empty one. Okay. I will enter in details more about this quadcopter in a few moments. So what also you will find in the bag a set of 4 props. So well, compared to other models, for example the Dub Toys V262, V333 and different models, you can notice that the shape of the props are now different, taking more the shape of props coming from brushless motors. Now you have a different pitch and design, okay, to improve at least the trust, okay, of the system. And on the top you can find a small piece of foam to absorb, or if you want to install your quadcopter upside down, okay. So they are scaling close to each props more than 6 grams, if I'm not wrong. 6 grams, okay, 6 grams exactly. So okay, 4 of them. What also you will find one battery. Okay, with my model I received a second one, but I guess with the final version you will only have one. This is a 2S LiPo, okay, close to 63 grams, and announced to be 1200 milliamps ampere hours and rated 30C. Okay, so it's got a huge discharge rate, so it's usually it's only 20, so this one can deliver much more power, and it's using a GST connector, okay, and your classic balancing port. What also you will find on my model I received, I don't know, it's for the sample versions, but I received some motors, spare motors, okay. So in my point of view they are the same size than the V262, so they are brushed, okay. The main originality compared to the double choice model, that now you have a small wires ending with a connector, which is, if I'm not wrong, a 1.25 millimeters 2 pines connector. So it means that you can swap and change very easily this kind of motor. You know that this motor are suffering that relatively short durability. So if you want to change any motor, you just need approximately to screw 6 ones, and you can in 2 minutes swap and replace motors. So what also you will find the transmitter. Okay, this is the classic chassis of the Benma or the Zhan. I guess they are linked, these two companies. So you will need 6 AA batteries, okay, and you will have LCD display, okay, 4 front panel. So the first one is to turn on or off the lights, okay. The bottom left is to turn on or off the headless mode. So when I push on it, press on it, it will emit an annoying beep. Okay, like this. Oh, I have to arm before, sorry. Okay, it's emitting this kind of beep, so you have to press stop it. The front up left right button is dedicated to take pictures. Okay, you have a small logo appearing and disappearing. And finally, the bottom right is to turn on off the camera when this one is installed. Finally, the left shoulder button is to change the rate. So by default you are starting 40. If I press 1, you have 2 emitted beep entering in 60. If I press again, I enter in the last expert mode 100%. Okay, if I press again, I return to 40%. And this one is to activate flipping, and it's emitting this fast beep sequence until you indicate where to flip. Okay, for example on the left. So this is exactly the classic. The good news that the protocol used with this radio controller is the V2X2, so it means that you can use any double choice model, for example from the V666 and so on. So it's completely compatible. So you have a large deluxe model, or if you want, you can fly with the Devo controller. When this one you have to install the NRF2401 RF chips and to install the Deviation TX software. Okay, so what also I had with my model, this is this camera mount. Okay, so and I've got the chassis of the camera module. So well, nothing inside. So I guess this one is for the 5 megapixel models. Okay, so you have to clip it on the camera module, or maybe it's this one. Yes, like this. Okay, and you will have to install it on the battery doors of the quadcopter. So you will have to screw the 4 screw on the battery bay to attach the camera mount, the shock absorber one. So this one will absorb more of the vibration transmitted by the motor of the transmitter. Okay, so you have an idea of what will be the final camera version. So I guess it will be a HD one in 1080p format, and I've got also the same for the more the 2 mega versions. Okay, 720p, I guess. So the same, you have to attach. No, nothing inside. I don't know why I received that. Okay, anyway, it's good to know. So, well, it's a good idea to include a choke vibration absorber for the camera mount. So you will be probably jello-free. So it's a very good news. So now I will enter more in detail of the quadcopter. So first, you have to screw the 2 screws for each foot of the landing gears. Well, in my point of view, this plastic will be damaged very fast with more or less fast landing, because it's not very solid at the extremity. It will break easily. It's a kind of rigid plastic, so I think it will break when you will land fast. Okay, either on the extremity or either where you attach the screw. So for me, this is a very bad point. So it means that the landing gears won't survive very long time. The durability will be very short. Well, the plastic quality is okay, it's in average. You can feel it's a rigid plastic. Okay, so it will be okay for absorb most part of the shocks, but if you have a very frontal one, okay, landing like this on the arms, luckily you have the props guard will absorb, while the props guard plastic is very tiny, especially here. Okay, so while you will absorb some part of the energy spread in during the shock, but it won't be fantastic. It's quite deformable, okay, flexible. Okay, so I don't find the prop guard very efficient, but it's okay. You have to unscrew here, and the 2 here to remove the 6.4 prop guards. Okay, so as I mentioned, you can swap any motors very easily. So you have to first unscrew the motor cap here. Okay, and you can access to the motors. Okay, here you have to unscrew them, but you have also to unscrew 2 screw below the wheels of the meta gear, the gear system. So how to access? You have to unscrew first this two-one. Okay, you can slide on the right part or left part this prop guard part, and you will be able to access the two screw blocking, freeing the motors. Okay, so you have to finally, I resume, to unscrew two here, and finally two other attaching the motor to the main part. So 6 screws in total to unscrew. Well, you have a plug here. You can find on the bottom part a plug of the camera module, four pins. Okay, 2 for power the camera, and I guess 2 for the trigger to turn on and off the camera. Okay. Here you can find on the inside the main PCB welcoming the radio chips, which is a Beacon 2423. Okay, and the impedance sign you will find the main MCU and the Zhan X650C for the C-axis stabilization. Okay, so one concern is about how to insert. So you don't have a lot of free spaces to welcome the battery. So first you have to plug your batteries. Okay. Okay, and then where you have the mark, you have to push the wire inside. Okay, completely inside, and he will enter. So after you can lock the battery doors. Okay, so it's locked. So you can see the nice LEDs, blues on front, red on rear. Okay, this is the front with this kind of I don't know how to say it in English, but kind of nose. Okay, so as I mentioned, you can either use the transmitter, the original transmitter. So to harm the quadcopter, you have to push up and down. Okay, when the LED becomes solid, it means that it's bound. Okay, so you can harm the motors, and as each V2X2 quadcopter compatible protocol, to start the gyroscope calibration procedure, you have to turn into expert mode, so let's say 100%, and push both sticks in lower left position. Oh, sorry. And the quadcopter will flash fast. Okay, so now it's calibrated. So when I received my quadcopter, the stick was damaged, so unfortunately the glue won't resist. So I will use the Devo controller, but it's the same. Okay. Luckily I will show whatever of the demonstration. So we will turn on the transmitter and it will bind also. Oh, okay. Okay, I will have to restart the quadcopter because it was assigned to another ID. Okay. As no luck, the stick was damaged during the transportation. But anyway, it's perfectly Deviation TX compatible. So, okay, now I will rebind the transmitter. Okay, so now it's bound. You can turn on and off the light pressing the left throttle trim, the rudder trim, sorry, and to the right. Okay, you can turn on and off. And when the module is installed, the camera module, you can take a picture by pushing up and start the video by pushing down the throttle trim. So I will make a small demo flight. So first I will start in a beginner mode. Okay. It's very noisy, but very stable. The yaw rate is correct, relatively good, fast enough. It's very noisy due to the brush motor. but it's a very stable quadcopter. Okay, so I won't make a big demonstration indoors because it's quite large. Well, as any brushed motors with such size, I strongly advise to perform a braking procedure, as I mentioned, for example, in my V333 or V666 videos. So exactly the same braking procedure. It means that for the first time you will have this quadcopter during the first 10 minutes. You should push the throttle at minimum speed, for example at 10% on your remote, okay, and in order to braking your motors, okay, in order to make the motor spinning freely, correctly, etc. And after this procedure, during 10 minutes, you will first also discharge slowly the battery. It will help also to braking the batteries. And at the end, you will have to gently clean the motor through this hole, okay, with a spray cleaner or airflow. So it will help a lot for increase the durability of your motors, okay. So you will see on the outdoors video, this is a grid flyer. Oh, I forgot to mention about the weight. With the battery installed, with everything installed, okay, it's close to 280 grams or 17 grams, more or less, okay. With the camera module installed, it will be close to 300 grams. But thanks to the gear system and efficient props, you have a lot of power, okay. So you will be able to carry, for example, a Mobius camera without any problems, okay. So this is a very positive point. So to resume this quadcopter, wow, you have very nice LEDs for night flying. You have some prop guards. What I like really is the new design of the props with an increased pitch, so you will increase the thrust of this quadcopter. You have some connectors here, so it will avoid you to disassemble the full quadcopter to swap a new motors. So I strongly advise to order at least one clockwise and one counterclockwise if they are not included into your the original packet. Okay, and it's compatible with Deviation TX. We're using the V2X2 protocol, so it's very good. The range I tested is also very good. You have a foil antenna in the transmitter, so it's a really I like it a lot. It's very stable, and in expert mode you have very high value of the pitch and the yaw. No, not the yaw, sorry, it's the airons. So it can be a very sportive quadcopter, so it's going fast, okay. And well, it could be very interesting to carry a Mobius camera and to have a very nice and cheap video platform, okay. So my only concern, well, there are at least three about the landing gears. I don't think they are very durable. About the motors, okay, even if they have a very tricky and fast way to swap them, they are still using some brushed N40 or N50 types. So, well, I don't know, but if it's the same that the V666, their durability is around 20-25 flats. So be sure to order at least two spare one, okay, one clockwise, one counterclockwise. Well, and I think I mentioned everything. Well, only one detail: if you plan to remove the prop guards, you have also to remove the plastic, changing the color of the LEDs. So, well, or you have to. Well, it's not completely true. You have to use different screw to lock this part, and it's possible to keep only this red plastic or blue plastic and remove the rest of the body guard. Well, so I think I end this unboxing and testing. Okay, the lights start to be low here, so you can see more the color effects of this Tarantula. So, well, the design is not bad. It's very not extremely beautiful, but it's not bad at all. So, well, I like the flying characteristics a lot. Okay, so I will end this unboxing and very short and quick testing. Please enjoy my others video I did previously. If you have any question, type below in the description or read the full details review will appear soon in RC groups. Okay, and also if you like, please subscribe my channel. Bye bye!